The Micklem Multibridle is the first bridle, noseband or lunge cavasin that is designed from the shape of the skull itself in order to avoid pressure on 5 areas which consistently cause discomfort with traditional headwear. Firstly, discomfort on the pole, with all the weight going on one narrow noseband strap. This is why we have a widened and padded headpiece with no separate uncomfortable noseband strap. Secondly, when looking at the skull of any horse, it is obvious that the top jaw is considerably wider than the lower jaw and therefore protrudes. This means that tight, cranked-up cavasin nosebands and traditional lunge cavasins can cause huge discomfort and damage to the sensitive tissue inside the mouth, as this tissue becomes sandwiched between the outer edge of the upper jaw teeth on one side and the noseband pressing inwards on the other. This is why we have a drop noseband shape, with unique diagonal side pieces, avoiding the protruding molars and without any inward pressure. Thirdly, it is also easy to see how traditional tight flash nosebands and lunge cavasins put pressure on the main motor and sensory nerves that exit to the outside of the skull at a point just underneath the normal position of the cavasin noseband. Apart from the discomfort this causes the horse, it can also numb the nose and lips, and is often the reason horses rub their heads on a foreleg after work. Continual pressure in this area can also damage blood vessels and other tissue, leading to the creation of enlargements due to fibrous tissue. This is why the positioning and fitting of the Micklem Multibridle completely avoids the exit point of the facial nerves and any inward pressure in this area. Fourthly, when looking at the skull, it is easy to see how delicate and fragile the bones are at the end of the nose, which should never be subjected to the pressure of low-fitting nosebands. This is why we have the front nosepiece sitting on the nose higher than a normal drop noseband. Finally, and most importantly, when looking where the tongue and bit have to fit, at the narrow lower jaw and the bars of the mouth, which are shaped like a knife, it is obvious why so many horses understandably object to strong pressure on the tongue and bars. This is why we have both a tongue protection system that takes any extra pressure on the nose and bitless bridle options that are truly effective and wonderfully comfortable.